Everyone thinks The Dark Knight is a Batman movie. He's on all the posters. He crashes through the screen every time the Joker shows up. And yet, something feels off. Batman never has a real character arc here. He's in every scene, but he never really changes. You leave the film with this nagging question. If The Dark Knight isn't really Batman's story, then whose is it? Imagine this. Gotham is on the brink of chaos. And one man, Batman, is doing everything he can. But what if he's not the hero? What if the city itself is the real protagonist? Once you see The Dark Knight that way, everything clicks. You start realizing the movie isn't about Batman beating the Joker. It's about how a city, and one man in particular, survived the Joker's assault on hope. Stay with me. By the end of this, you'll never watch Gotham or Bruce Wayne the same way again. On the surface, The Dark Knight looks like Batman's movie. All the action scenes, all the bat gadgets, and that iconic interrogation room face-off. It feels like Batman versus Joker. Christopher Nolan deliberately flipped the script.
Work and how, city property would be protected and the safety of it and everything.
Nolan himself said the title Dark Knight refers to Harvey Dent as much as it does to Batman. And it makes sense when you remember. Harvey Dent's slogan is,
"An awful campaign commercials. I believe in Harvey Dent."
Bruce Wayne even toasts Harvey as the face of Gotham's bright future. So why do we leave the theater buzzing about the Joker and Batman instead of Gotham's future? That's the first puzzle piece. A lot of us missed a big clue. Nolan wrote Harvey Dent to be the central character of The Dark Knight. Batman was intentionally written as a generally static character, meaning he doesn't change. Instead, Batman holds the line and Gotham's soul does the changing. This might sound heretical for a Batman film, but Nolan knew exactly what he was doing. If Batman doesn't change, who does? Why does the movie feel like an epic journey anyway? Think about how The Dark Knight opens. Batman's out clashing with the mob's muscle and a wave of gun-toting copycats in a parking garage. He's already deep in the fight. Meanwhile, in a hotel conference room, it's the Joker who crashes the mob's real strategy meeting, not Batman. Batman's out in the streets, but it's Gotham's criminal underworld that talks in the boardroom. Afterward, Gordon and Dent get to work, not Batman. Dent and Gordon pull off a mass arrest of 549 criminals in a single sweep. Batman's approach is straightforward. Find crime, stop crime. He beats up thugs, chases Ferraris, and scares off creeps. That's symptom control. Meanwhile, Dent is the system, the law, trying to change Gotham's heart. On a Gotham rooftop, the three of them, Batman, Dent, and Gordon, agree to go after the mob's hidden money together. But note the difference. Batman operates in the shadows, flying solo into Hong Kong to grab the mob's accountant. Dent runs by day, putting crime through the book back home in Gotham. By the end of the first act, you realize something. Gotham needs both. Batman alone can't clean up the city, and Dent alone can't handle a monster like the Joker. But Dent has something Batman doesn't: the city's faith. Bruce believes in Dent so much, he toasts that Gotham will feel a little safer on Dent's watch. And for a while, everything is shining. The future looks bright. Batman even contemplates retiring, he's so hopeful. But this setup hides the twist. Dent's heroism is fragile, and Batman's role is to test that fragility. So Batman's tough and Dent's rising. But here's the twist Nolan throws at us. Joker doesn't play by those rules. From the moment the Joker turns at the end of the opening bank robbery, you know he's different. He's not just another crooked gang boss, he's chaos incarnate. He doesn't want money, he wants to demolish Gotham's hope. Think about what the Joker actually goes after. He blows up the mob's money and whispers threats about that man's identity. All that noise? Just a distraction. The Joker says he's focused on Batman, but his moves tell a different story. He kidnaps Rachel and Dent, rigging them as pawns. In the interrogation room, he lays out his real theory. Push people hard enough, and even civilized people will turn on each other. That's not a throwaway line. It's a prediction he later puts to the test. At the fundraiser, he claims to be targeting Batman, but he throws Rachel out of a window instead. Why? Because breaking Dent's heart breaks Gotham's hope. Later, he rigs two ferries, one full of ordinary citizens, one full of prisoners, and hands each boat the trigger to blow up the other. It's the exact experiment his interrogation room theory promised. Watch civilized people turn into animals. He's not out to eliminate Batman by the end. He's out to prove everyone is as corruptible as Two-Face. In short, Joker's battle is for Gotham's soul. Batman is just the bait. He even tells Batman flat out that he doesn't want to kill him. Batman's too much fun, and killing him would end the game. He wants Gotham to crumble from within, not Batman to die. If the Joker is fighting Gotham's hope, who's on the side of good? In the first half of the movie, everybody believes in Dent. Rachel, Bruce, Gordon, even Batman all see Dent as Gotham's White Knight. Dent's story is textbook hero. He saves a boy in court. He arrests crooks hand over fist. Nolan even built Dent with the classic arc in mind. Nolan wanted Dent to have a duality like Batman's. He's a symbol of hope, until he's not. This is where the movie's theme takes center stage. Harvey's fall is the line in the sand. When Rachel dies and his face gets burned, Dent doesn't become a better cop. He becomes Two-Face. He abandons the law for vengeance. Joker's whispering in the hospital sets it off. He starts flipping that coin not for justice, but for personal revenge. The tragedy? Harvey goes through the biggest change of any character. This isn't just a reading of the film. Nolan and Goyer built it this way on purpose. The production notes for The Dark Knight confirm Dent was written as the central protagonist of the story, and indeed he has the most dramatic arc. He believes in fairness, until tragedy teaches him the world isn't fair. Every turn in The Dark Knight from here hinges on Two-Face. He's Joker's ultimate toy and target. Joker doesn't corrupt Batman. He corrupts Dent, proving even the most righteous can be turned to evil. When the fairies refuse to kill each other, it's Harvey's choice at the end that overshadows everything. He jumps, pointing at Gordon as a target. The city loses its White Knight. In a way, the entire movie's conflict boils down to this. Batman believes in rules. The Joker believes in chaos. Dent flips a coin. Dent embodies Gotham's hope until his fall, and that fall becomes the dark mirror reflecting Gotham's soul. If hope fails, what can save Gotham? The final act reveals the last piece of Nolan's puzzle. Batman doesn't defeat Joker in a bloody fight. In fact, Joker escapes, grinning. But look at what does happen. Dent dies, and Batman does something radical. He claims Dent's crimes as his own, so Gotham can keep believing in the hero it already had. Because Gotham's citizens need a hero to believe in. And here's the detail almost nobody talks about. Earlier in the film, Gordon eulogizes Dent as not the hero Gotham deserved, but the hero it needed. At the very end, describing Batman, Gordon says the exact inverse. Batman is the hero Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now, calling him a silent guardian, a watchful protector, a dark knight. That's not a coincidence. Nolan is telling you, in the dialogue itself, that Dent and Batman are two halves of the same idea. One is what Gotham needed, the other is what it deserves. By taking the blame, Batman steps into the deserved but hidden role, so Dent can keep being the needed and visible one. Meanwhile, Gordon stands as Gotham's moral center. The city needs that sense of honor. If they learned Harvey Dent, a lawman they trusted, ended up a killer, the whole hope collapses. The fact that the citizens on the ferries refused to kill each other already told us something deep. On some level, Gotham does have good in it. It just needs protection. Batman's lie is to protect that fragile goodness. At the very end, the Dark Knight isn't a triumph of the hero in the suit. It's the triumph of a city choosing faith over fear one more time. Batman even walks away from the hero's rally. He vanishes, still wanted as a villain. He becomes the Dark Knight in the eyes of Gotham. The city looks up to a myth, not a man. So if the Dark Knight isn't really about Batman, what is it about? It's about Gotham itself and how its people respond to chaos. It's about how one man, Harvey Dent, becomes the embodiment of a city's hopes and how his fall nearly destroys them. It's about the idea that a static, unchanging protector, Batman, can inspire others to change, that he lights a spark, so Gotham can save itself. If this new perspective blew your mind, go ahead and hit like. Tell your friends, Dark Knight Conversations just got deeper. And if you want more videos that make you rethink your favorite films, be sure to subscribe. Gotham isn't done with us yet.